Lihatlah pandangan yang cerah. Say always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Lihatlah pandangan yang cerah. Tengoklah pemandangan yang cerah. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Lihatlah pandangan yang cerah. Tengoklah pemandangan yang cerah. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Lihatlah pandangan yang cerah. Tengoklah pemandangan yang cerah. Lihatlah pandangan yang cerah. Tengoklah pemandangan yang cerah.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Sunny Side Up. I am Rizal Kamal, and if it's not obvious yet, I have no clue what I'm doing right now. So let me bring my co-host, the funniest and angriest Macha, one part of the troop of angry Indians. Let me bring you Keren Bala Devan. Woohoo!
Hello.
Hello. How you
Hi,
doing?
Macha. I'm okay. I also have no idea nobody has any idea what we're doing, so it's fine. I think we're all on the same clueless boat.
A lot of people in Malaysia are like that, we are just all clueless. We're just all drifting, trying to find a foot on some island where we can call home and things make sense.
Yeah. We're like what, we're like chickens running in a field like that. We don't know what to do already. It's been like that for what, 2 years now almost?
2 years, yeah. I think we are Malaysian chickens running around, and we're just trying to find what's up with Malaysia and what's going to happen in our lives. Like Kiran, when's the last time you were on stage, Lauja?
It seems like it was like 15, 17 years ago lah. It seems that long. I think it would have been what, last year, almost 18 months, I think. 18 months since we had like a proper comedy show, be able to go. You're talking like without any restriction, to just happily go and perform and have a good time. And yeah, it's been over a year. It's been over a year.
You think that things are going to be so different when the next time you step on a big stage, like
it has to be. It has to be different, right? Things
totally different.
I think what people are expecting, I think how people want to have fun, I think how we have fun with them also, it's all going to change. It's all going to be so weird. I'm excited to see how weird it is. But I just want to do it. I just want to get back on stage.
And that's the first good news we're going to share today. That is, our creative industry is reopening. Yes. And we already have people are already going out. Restaurants are open. People are drinking already Friday night. People are having picnics like crazy in Lake Titiwangsa until people are complaining.
People have picnics. People still have picnics.
Too hot in Malaysia to have picnics. But people are having picnics. Yeah.
Oh, I thought people stopped having picnics in like the 1950s. That seems like a very like a post-war thing to do.
No, because it's outdoor. People want to do things outdoor. A little bit scared to do things indoor at this
Good
time.
lah. I'm very happy for all these people who don't sweat. Good for you.
So we also have our cinemas open. We were looking forward to watching some movies.
Yes,
Shang-Chi is going to be on.
All the blockbuster movies and all that, timing is just right. But like, so since we have cinemas and live events and anything, so is the SOP going to like, are there new SOPs? What's the SOP for this?
Well, people at this point in cinemas and in live events, only people who are vaccinated are allowed in, and the capacity is 50% for both cinemas and theater.
Okay, because initially they said it was 30% only, right?
Yeah, exactly. The initial announcement was like 30% cinemas, 30% theaters and 50% cinemas, and everyone is like, why? It's the same sitting, pretty much the same sitting, same format. Why should it be different? So I think the government got that feedback, and now the latest SOP is out. it says 50%, 50%.
Okay lah, good. So 50% capacity in the cinema still probably means 90% of idiots who will talk and make noise during the movie, right?
And quietly open their masks, to wave and all.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we still have so many other SOPs, not just the fully vaccinated. When you go in there, you still have to adhere to the SOPs, like wearing masks. Yeah, wearing masks, I think is a big thing.
Okay.
It's still a must. And the other thing that especially in live events, I think it's not going to be applied in cinemas, but in
Okay.
live events, we might have this thing called PET, or
Okay.
pre-event testing.
And what is that, huh?
Pre-event testing means that whether we want people who come in the theater are all tested and vaccinated. So like we are fully, everyone in that space is comfortable that we are safe. Everyone's COVID free. Essentially.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
We
each
test
audience
first.
member will be tested.
Right before they go in is 24 hours validity. They must be tested, and then they must also show their vaccination certificate.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So at least people know that if you're fully vaccinated, then you're fine, lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're tested that you actually don't have COVID. And then
Anything
and then
else?
we have to. Oh well, the SOPs are not out yet. Actually, it was submitted to MKN. This is an inside story, right? It was submitted to MKN, but MKN says we're going to hold and make some adjustments. I hope it's not an adjustment to make it more difficult for us, because MKN is always like trying to make everything safe, but it won't be business friendly or people friendly.
Yeah.
So
we want people to have the ease of coming and enjoying a show, right?
Yeah. I mean, the performers have to be comfortable. I mean, should the performers wear a mask or not? Like in Singapore, they have performers have their mask on, and comics is like, I don't want to perform with a mask on. People can't see my face. Would you want to perform with a mask on?
I mean, I think generally people don't want to see my face.
True.
That is, so far doing comedy, I think that is the feedback that I've got. So I think for me personally, my show, I think that rule will be a bonus lah, an upgrade. I think if I cover my face.
Oh well. Well, I think for comics, people need to see your face. That's where the comedy comes from.
It's very important for live shows, like as for the performers to be exactly how they need to be to perform, right? Because the audience is paying for the full thing, but also like I understand the safety thing, which is why I want all this to go away, because I want to perform to an audience without mask also eventually, because I want to see y'all laugh. I want to see people laugh.
Yeah.
Right. It adds to the fun of the show.
And you have to gauge the reaction from the crowd as well. Of course, you hear their laughter, but sometimes the nuances of the different types of laughter. The let's say you say something controversial and you want to see the shock in people's face. So all of that you can't really see. I guess we have to ask the audience to be noisier, maybe. Okay, since I can't see your face, you guys have to make noise. Be noisier and be more. That's the new norm of having shows in COVID time.
Correct. Maybe. Because if I'm doing a show and they cover their face, how am I supposed to realize that they've made a mistake by paying money to watch me? You know what I mean? Because usually about within 5 to 7 minutes of me performing, I can see that look on their face. Is like I made a miscalculation already.
Oh shit, man! I wanted to see Kavin. I accidentally bought a ticket to Keren's show.
Yeah. No. I think that one is not that problem is more deep rooted, lah, bro. If you're confusing one Indian for another Indian, then I think you got more issues in life to deal with, lah. I think you need to go back home and ask yourself the hard questions.
It's bad enough if people confuse Prakash and Kavin, but if people confuse you and Kavin, I think that's racist, man.
Oh, they're different, huh? I also didn't know. So for all these shows and all that, right? How long can one live show be now? Because we cannot go on the whole night like last time, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, previously for in the previous SOPs, like the new SOPs are not out yet. It is a maximum of 2 hours. In any event, there is a maximum time of 2 hours where you can be in the same space. After that, you need to have a break. And the break must be to like sanitize and clear the air and make sure so it's not like a short break. It has to be like an hour or 2 hours kind of break.
Which, and let's be honest, if you're going to do that, might as well just end the show after 2 hours.
Yeah. So 2 hours is the max for any show. But I think nowadays maybe long shows, because we can't even have intervals. I think it's better that we just go forth. So maybe 1.5 hours is the max for a show. 90 minutes. It's good. Still good. Yeah.
So have you been in touch with the Malaysian artists and industry people and all that? Like, how are they taking this news that we can finally get back to work?
Well, to be honest, there's mixed reactions. Not everyone is ready to get back. In the sense that when I offer them, hey, let's do a show in a big theater, blah blah blah, we can do this in October. Not all artists are ready, whether they're music or whether they are comics. I mean, music. Some musicians, my band members, I need them to all be vaccinated, so I can only do things in probably end October to have everyone in my band. Yeah, and some comics as well, like, oh man, to get on a big stage in October, we're just not ready. Do we have to develop the material? And it's kind of like start again. Kind of thing.
I think all of us now, I think all us performers now is like, okay, we can finally go back. We also don't know how things are. We just want to gauge the scene. Like, hey, this one okay? This one can first or not? It's almost like, to me, it almost seems like restarting again from like when, like, because this year was 9 years for me, and I'm getting that feeling of like how it was when I started back, because back then you had the same issues the same doubts having now, which is how are people going to take it? Is the new stuff going to work? Who's going to come? Where are we going to have shows? Because venue is another big important thing. So I think it'll be very interesting to see all of us, not just comics, like even from music and just comedy and music. I don't think anybody else.
It is a restart.
Okay, theater so give chance.
This Pat Fern says 2 hours.
Hey,
max.
Pat Fern.
That's like the maximum duration of an F1 race. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, F1 race can go for like 4 hours, right?
It seems so long to me, bro. F1, like I will start, I will go do shopping, makan lunch and all that. Then I come back and still not even finish it.
Okay, we have a very special guest, and a lot of people are probably waiting for him. Don't want to see us talk or Keren. We have Hirzi from Singapore. I hope Malaysians are taking well.
Correct. And for just to for anybody joining us who's not aware, Hirzi, he rose to fame as one half of Munah and Hirzi, who produced a series of highly acclaimed YouTube videos. Right, he's also part of a comedy sketch series, the Benzi Project, with Benjamin Kheng. He's hosted multiple TV shows. He directs, he produces, he writes, he acts, he influences. Is that the term also that we use nowadays? Influencers. So we're really glad to have him here all the way from Singapore. Please welcome Hirzi, everybody.
As a Malaysian Singaporean, I just have to tell you guys, it's not our fault. It's the Chinese Singaporeans. They're just so good at doing business. They're really, really good at doing business. Which is why we let them run the country. Y'all should try.
The thing about K-pop is you must be a bit 小啊, and first. You must fashion but also comfortable. Very tight, huh? Because you never know if you must suddenly dancing.
I'm watching Uncle Roger videos to make nasi kangkang.
I bought a new rice cooker to make nasi kangkang.
He paid my nafkah when I serve him with some nasi kangkang.
He got a 4 but we all still serve him nasi kangkang.
I love
it. Korang effort gila with that. I love it. First of all, Keren, I thank you so much for painfully going through a forced introduction. Who forced you to do it? Someone unlocked you and you were like, he rose to fame. Like, I give a fuck.
Because 7 minutes ago they told me I'm supposed to do that read, so I'm like, oh yes, sir. And then so I'm like, okay, he did all this. I that is the most enthusiasm you're gonna get for me for like 5 minutes pre-notice lah.
I love it. You were such a fan.
I knew you were gonna notice it. I knew.
Don't act like you watch my shit, bro.
Hey, of course I do, bro. Of course.
I'm a Singaporean. Why would you lie?
No, because unlike other Singaporeans, like, you're actually funny. There are not many of y'all. Just a handful only, bro.
Yeah. There's Hirzi and then there's Kumar. Okay, that's it.
No lah, but other people also lah, Rizal. Okay. There's like him, Kumar, and maybe like 4 other people lah. That's it lah, cukup.
Sekian, Wahid Bilal Taufik, Wahid Raya, saya tak diri.
How are you, man? How's things?
Macam sial lah, you all. Like this country, I also, I was just chatting with Rizal the other day. It's really bad here, but our idea of bad is also just as our inflation rate is lah with each other and our currency rate as well. Over here, when we get to 300 cases, the whole country is panicking. But I'm not even joking when I say the whole country is panicking. The government is considering closing down again when we are at 300 cases today. Kau macam faham tak? Aku tak faham tau, Keren.
Like first world issue kena problem kononnya. Like, oh my god, 300.
I don't understand our government. I don't understand. They make empty promises and I'm so frustrated. I was watching your live now. You guys are going live shows, right? No, we might have it. We might not have it back. We might not.
But y'all opened up first before us, right? Remember?
Yes, we did. Okay, if I have to my shaver dah come. This one is for benda haram tau actually.
Kau nak shave apa dah?
Rizal. Sekarang Islam kena bersih tau.
Yes, correct. I agree.
So we opened up first, but I think the problem with our government is there is this Singaporean like you give a bit, you take a bit, they just want to edge. You know, old uncles, Chinese uncle, they just want to edge you. They don't really want to give. They just want to edge only. Because cannot.
So your national policy is blue balling everybody lah. Right? Okay.
Blue balls, bro. Blue fucking balls.
I think the for a government, if just the people are just slightly unhappy, that's the range they want to go. Cannot be too happy also. The people don't work.
No, you know what it is? I think Singaporeans are too obedient. I said it in my story. We are too obedient. We don't make enough noise. So now, right, my policy on Instagram is to make people rile up with comedy.
This is what happens when y'all got when any group got too much money. Too comfortable already.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to relate. We are the Malay Singaporean, you know.
Yeah, correct. No. So when we're talking about Singapore, me and you gang.
Yeah. Rizal, you cannot join, huh? This is a marginalized conversation.
Because he is Malay in Malaysia, so cannot. Malay in Singapore, okay. Jalan.
Yeah, so I think we've been too obedient, and now actually, honestly, the government is stressed up because for the first time, there's a lot of resistance on the ground. People are being vocal, like for artists are now even daring to say things on their social media because we are just done. We are done. I think for once, right, we feel like a Malaysian, you know. Gangster, bodoh.
You're welcome.
KL gangster. Yeah,
You're
we
welcome,
learn
you're
from
welcome.
you guys. We say, look, the Malay in Malaysia know what they're doing, man. Just chaos. Don't need to follow the
looking
rules.
up to
no need.
Malaysia.
Yeah, we're looking up to you guys and your
Correct.
numbers.
I mean, we also we just make the noise and we haven't figured it out yet. We let y'all know lah.
Okay. Maybe just make noise lah. Will we ever figure out COVID-19? Inshallah one day.
That one kau belakang cerita bro.
Belakang.
Okay. Hirzi, do you
Yes,
remember when we last met?
Oh my god, it was actually I met the both of you probably the same job. I came down for Laughamania 2019.
Oh, okay.
And then one of the shows at night, I just decided to join those comics. This Keren and friends all makan belakang the TTDI. Is it
Yes.
TTDI?
Yes, the mama
and
yeah.
You guys are fun, man. You guys are so fucking real. I met Nuha, I met a whole bunch. It was cute like fuck, and I enjoyed. Like the banter is just pure genius smart. It felt really like Malaysians are really. There's a camaraderie that I cannot explain to Singaporeans because we won't understand. I think it's called having a.
I figured it out.
Yes. What is it?
I figured out why, because every time I go to Singapore to perform, I want to hang out with all the comics, right? So after the show, and the only reason any stand-up does shows is to hang out after the shows. We don't care about the show one actually. That's the
because
dark
we don't
truth,
make money
lah.
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares about you think I like being funny? It's stupid, right? I just want to hang out.
Yeah.
So in Singapore, after the shows, I will tell like, hey, come on, let's go makan, let's go out somewhere, and then we'll go out. But you're saying Singapore has that lag because y'all don't hang out long enough, because every comic I go out with after makan, they say, hey, the train going to shut down, I need to go back home.
Yes. Which comic you hanging out with?
The ones that don't have car lah.
Okay. I mean, I don't have a car so lah, but boleh grab lah.
They don't want, bro.
Bro, you made me nervous, bro. I saw you vaping and I got nervous. I was like, because I remember you in Malaysia, so you can.
I accidentally brought this to Singapore once without knowing you cannot.
Bro, I'm
no.
reservist now. No, so now I have to. Now this is incriminating evidence. I'm actually on reservist duty now.
The statute of limitations passed already. I think it's fine.
Yeah, but it's true, man. We don't. Number two, the reason why we don't like to hang out with Malaysians when y'all come to Singapore is y'all talk shit about our food, So why would we want to go through this fucking abuse?
That one is one of those things where like you just have to take it lah. We come there, y'all will belaga with your duit. So the
counter.
The flip side, is we belaga about our food lah. That's it.
Yeah, so I've learned, right, when Malaysians come over, I'll just bring them to Papa Rich. So even if they shit about the food, I'll be like, abang ni korang punya sia.
And even that also will complain,
You guys do.
But Hirzi, that's not the last time we met.
Oh my god, no lah, Rizal. It wasn't Canada. Are you trying to say Canada?
It was in Montreal, yeah.
No, Montreal was before LOL.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we bumped
right?
into it was Rini's birthday and it was right after mine as well. Yeah. It was so cute.
Oh yo.
Kau pernah pergi Montreal, Keren?
We were
they don't like my kind there, so
that's not true. They love funny people in Montreal.
No. I'm talking about Sri Lankans.
I know, like I got that, but I thought I riffed off.
No, actually, there's too many Sri Lankans there. That's why I don't want to go. I don't like them.
Really? How many?
Yeah. Too many, bro.
Coincidentally, me, Rini, and Hirzi, my wife Rini, we were in Montreal at the same time. We didn't plan it, so we hung out. And what we did was we went to a comedy show. It was a roast battle.
Okay.
With Jeff Ross. The judges were Jeff Ross, Jimmy Carr, and botak guy is
Keren.
Keren, yes, that's the guy.
Yeah,
Jeff
he was like,
Ross and
Howie Mandel,
Jimmy-
yeah. Jimmy Carr,
Oh,
Howie
yes.
Mandel, Jeff
oh, that's
Ross.
a crazy
was the
lineup, bro.
Yeah, and it was a small club. We were just there. Jeff Ross and Howie Mandel was right in front of us. It was so cool.
Oh wow,
It was pretty
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough all this crap. So I want to get to the main issue here.
Yes,
Okay.
Sorry about what my people have done.
Yeah, no. That one later. That one tomorrow show.
Okay.
I got a bone to pick with you. So we need to settle something right now. Which
you
one
want to pick
better?
on my book now? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yes. Also later. Okay.
Oh.
Which one we need to settle which one better, Malaysia or Singapore punya nasi kangkang?
Oh, okay. I have one argument which will
Okay.
debunk all Malaysian nasi kangkang.
Okay, go for it.
One name, Munah Bagaret.
Why?
You guys are done. Munah Bagaret, nasi kangkang. Who want to challenge? Who
cannot
want to challenge? Cannot. You know or not? Yesterday, Munah Bagaret was talking to Dato' Hans Isaac on IG Live flirting. You know or not?
Yeah, I saw that. And you guys went live after that.
I know, and we roasted the shit out of Munah after that. Okay, so I hope that I manifest that the two of them become something. They were flirting like nobody's business, Keren. So for sure, Munah gave him some nasi kangkang when they were working together.
Okay,
Hans Isaac has
lah.
been single for the longest time, and Munah is going to be that Singaporean cat that backs the bag.
You know what? I'll give that to you because here all the stories I hear about nasi kangkang is they end up getting really ugly looking guys also. No, I don't know why. They waste the power like that.
That bad at the exchange rate.
It's terrible, bro. It's terrible. I'm telling you.
Jadilah Bang Mel.
The Malaysian nasi kangkang, I think if we bring it to Singapore, they can only sell in Woodlands only, nowhere else.
Aflin Shauki.
But you have to tell Munah that does she know that Hans is nearly 20 years older than her?
Perfect. That's just her type.
Oh yeah ke?
She likes them older men. Of course. Married, even more. She's challenged by it.
Ooh.
Okay,
Rini, if you're watching this, I didn't encourage it.
Okay. And I noticed as well, and also actually Rini noticed this. She's gotten sexier on social media. She's like, there's less and less clothes on her. What is happening? Tell us.
She realized she was not Malaysian and she was Singaporean.
Then
So
Singaporeans can do that.
Yeah, and
Malaysia
she's
tak
like,
boleh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it starts. It starts with one side. Tunjuk satu, tunjuk dua, tunjuk tiga. Dia ada tiga.
Nabin.
Keren, who is your favorite Singaporean girl? I'll try and hook it up. Come on.
I don't know.
Gagap.
I kasih PM tepi nanti. I got a few. I got a list.
Okay. I'll help you out.
I got a list.
So talking about Munah, right? You and Munah broke up in 2018. I mean, you guys been together for 10 years.
Because I'm not into that.
You're into this. This.
No, by that he means drama, Rizal. He means drama.
drama.
Yeah, I'm not into Rizal, you are the reason why I don't get permits, okay, when I go out.
Yeah, that's why. It's just
No.
this fellow for his
Sasha
age,
Fierce
he's
the
so
reason.
dirty, you know. He's so dirty for his age.
Sasha Fierce is the reason why, or Sasha Walk is the reason why you can't get into Malaysia.
No, the reason is because historically Malaysian government has been stupid. That's why.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
It's
You know what's
nobody
funny?
else's fault.
If I'm in drag and that's considered culturally controversial, and I'm not allowed, Munah being in less clothes, which is also culturally controversial, they confirm still allow the permit, kan? They extend her permit lagi, Munah.
Even more.
Maghrib. Turun, kasih dia turun. Dia kelakar dia punya badan.
Badan kelakar. Okay.
Badan dia kelakar.
Okay, good lah.
This is discrimination against men.
Yeah. Why I cannot have a sexy girl body?
Yeah.
You see, this is what I've been saying, and I'm sure Hirzi, I'm sure you'll agree with me that I think men are the most oppressed people in the world. Would you agree? Correct, right?
Aku woman. Apa kau berbual?
Nah.
Okay. I'm gonna ask a tough question, right?
Okay.
You are you're a Pink Dot ambassador, and you've done this for several years. Yeah, the LGBT identity in Singapore, but you're also a Malay Muslim. So in Malaysia memang tak jalan, but in Singapore, how does it work? How is it? How do people react? I mean, the government okay, yeah, but what about the people?
I don't know. I don't think that the government has that brave platform to announce where they stand with these things. I think a lot of times they let the people tip the scale themselves. So in our society itself, I think it's split half and half. You have a lot of conservative Christians that are running, key sectors and industries, and then you also have a lot of conservative Muslims that are supportive marginalized groups. But there are more growing acceptance with the queer community, and ever since I've been an ambassador with Munah, a lot more Malay kids have been and Malay celebrities in Singapore actually have spoken up for it. People like Aisha Aziz, Fakar Faz. So I think you just need to
they want all your country. Different.
Yeah, but it's great anyways, because these are visibility where these artists are now speaking up also, and therefore there's no more stigma about being Malay and having to not have similar shared values as the rest of the conservatives, which I feel is still the status quo in Malaysia, kan? Like there is still
Yeah, for Malaysia, dulu we can have like Imuda in I think Pimai Tangtu Imuda, which is a drag, and then we had apa nama Moon and we had like on TV, on stage, and the Malaysian
don't
TV
talk about Joanne Kam like that, please. I don't appreciate it.
Joanne lain punya case. But now it's sort of like regressing,
You think so?
More and more straight. Yeah, I mean,
definitely. It's just sliding backwards here in terms of what is allowed in art. I mean, not just art, but like even civil liberties wise. It's just constantly like every year you will see it go backwards and backwards and backwards, and it's like it's nice to hear that people there are more vocal about it, because you don't want to be, no matter what you are, no matter what community you are, no matter what you identify as, or like one of the worst things is having to constantly defend you being you, right?
Yeah.
So has that now in Singapore, is it easier for you to just be you?
Yes, actually, if anything, woke culture or wokeism has become such a big thing, which I frankly think has tethered into problematic, but it's become such an accepted thing here now that standing up and speaking up for marginalized minority groups is the expected first, which is great. And therefore you definitely get defended quickly online if you are a marginalized person. Like I would say it's good. It's good anyways, because there's progress. Like right now, Muslim nurses are allowed to wear tudung. The government just announced it.
I didn't know they can wear tudung before. That was shocking to me when I saw the news. That, oh my God,
I did not know this.
Yeah, and now they can wear tudung. So all these nurses who are actually hijabis in their family and wanted to do nurse jobs so that they don't have to wear the tudung now have no excuse. Now they
dorang kata ini lah.
But it's great because then you move the needle. Little things like this that people don't notice will start to shift. But I think we also are facing the end of, okay, are we trying to please everyone in woke culture, in wokeism? And we have our own challenges at the end. I don't know, is that where Malaysians are ready to go? That's one thing I noticed about when I travel to Malaysia. Your comedians are garang gila, man. Things that you guys say will not be accepted in Singapore's audience nowadays. And like even things that go viral online, right? That Singaporeans watch and don't understand that that's a marginalized Chinese Malaysian comic. They already react to it because they associate Chinese as the majority here. So there's that narrative in their head. But then when they find, oh, Joanne Kam is actually Malaysian, so like she's speaking on a marginalized basis, it's always a very beautiful irony when I compare your comics, what you can do, my comics, what we can do. It's just interesting.
But because in Malaysia, thankfully, the stage is not censored. I mean, there is a process to go before that. But once you are on stage, there's hardly any censorship. The authorities don't really go, and then once they give a green light, okay, you guys can do this show. They don't really bother with what kind of content. For one thing, the reason why is we always say that it's 18 and above. It's a very liberal crowd. It's a very urban crowd. We're not like touching we're not contaminating the minds of the conservative Muslim, which those are the guys that they want to protect.
What happens if content that you guys are doing on stage becomes online viewing? Does that pose a problem? Because that's the age we are at right now in Singapore.
It has to certain extents, but I think the way you do stand-up here, the way you do comedy here, I don't want to only say stand-up, even though mostly that's where we're all from, it's a constant fight. It's every time you get on stage is you fighting against what you can or can't say, and you being yourself also on stage. You use your freedom of expression, right? So when those videos go out, you got to fight it. You got to fight it, and you got to stand your ground, and you got to say why you did it, why it makes sense. And like you said, the needle will move slowly. So the more you keep fighting for that, the more people will be accepting of it, right? And the reason why just now you said Malaysia very garang and we all say things that Singapore cannot accept. The main reason why we are like that here is because there are so many avenues where they've taken our voice away, right? So the stage is one of the only places where we still have a voice. So might as well use it.
I agree with you 100%. I have this rule with comedy. Before things were living on the digital age, I call it the House of Comic rule. Okay, you want to consume comedy by a comic, you have to go to his show. That means when you go to his show, you subscribe to the rules of his house, even at your expense of being made fun of. Okay, the problem with this now is that nowadays on the digital age, people can chance upon content without realizing that he is actually in the house of the comic.
Yeah.
And my rule with comedy is that it's like no holds barred. It's the DMZ of content. Comics are supposed to reflect society as it is. I'm not responsible for the offenses that comes with the tropes that I throw, but I just want to repeat what is happening outside so you can think how you politically align with it outside after that. It's not my pasal anymore.
That is your problem. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, the people who come to comedy shows have to accept the level of tolerance. Actually, it's actually a game between the comic and the audience. The comic pushes the boundaries, say something controversial and see how generally the audience react. And if the audience love it, they'll just go on. But some audience are, if they are, how is it, Keren? If they keep quiet, is that the worst reaction when they are quiet? Not when they boo, right? When they boo is actually better than they go quiet.
I would rather an audience member boo me than keep quiet, because if they boo me, then at least I can kenakan them back. Right? Like, you want a reaction. As a performer, your one job is to get a reaction from the audience. So if they keep quiet, that is worse. That does nothing. That doesn't help you grow at all. Even a boo will help you grow, So you always
is that how you describe your sex life, Keren?
Always.
Even a boo will help you grow.
Yeah. Which is why I'm so good now, bro. That's why I'm so good now. But nothing but booze. You just got scorecard all, bro. It's weird. It's very weird.
Okay. Hirzi, I want to talk about the production level of your videos. I mean, I've seen so many of your videos, and it's amazing. The level of production, the writing, the comedic writing, the sound. Every single detail seems nicely arranged, and you make effort in during the shoot with the talents and post and then you do so much to put things together. Yeah, I saw a comment say, "Oh, this production is better than Media Corp," and for me it's like it's 10 times better than Media Prima for sure. So to share a little bit about your process and what goes through your mind when you want to create this content.
First of all, I'd like to thank the writer again for doing that short introduction to segue into this segment. As
I was
Rizal
just-
forcefully, painfully read through every single one of it.
As he was reading, I was rechecking the script and like, where is he? This one is it? Okay, okay, correct.
So thank you to the producer of this live. But I think to answer your question, I have two things in life that has been working so far for my production. One is ambition, but the bigger thing is my solid production team that I have with me all the time. I am just a broke kid. Everything you watch on is my own money. I spend it myself, and I don't pay these guys their standard rates. It's still a lot of money on my end, but I don't pay these guys their standard rates. So they just root for me and they root for my art. And that's what an artist can always ask for, a community that says, no, if Hirzi is gonna do it, I'm on board. And so I appreciate my team so much. Every freaking one of them, I call them Team Hirzi, and people know what kind of a monster they work with when they work with Team Hirzi.
You are a perfectionist, right? When it comes to your work, are you?
I don't know if any of the Lava Mania guys told you how I am behind the scenes. I would rehearse the script nonstop until it's my turn to go down. Like every nuance, like you think it looks candid and casual, but entahlah, I am an OCD about my work.
To a certain extent, that's required, right? For you
To a certain
produce
extent
level.
you cannot over rehearse comedy though. That's the
Yeah.
tricky part. Kan you got to find that nice measure. Masih belajar lah saya budak masih belajar.
Yeah, but I mean, but you do so much in production. Is it worth it? Because nowadays, social media content is, some people produce something simple and stupid, and they get like millions of views. And then some people spend so much time to do something fantastic, and they don't get as much. Of course, there's a lot of people like me who appreciate the beauty of the work, the art, and there's a lot of people who appreciate that. But the general netizen, they just want to be entertained, even if it's something stupid.
I was talking to a friend earlier today, and I look up to P. Ramlee a lot. This guy, right? When he was alive, his body of work was not as appreciated as how it should have been when he was alive. He died not knowing the legacy of his work and what he would do for his community. He died broke. Saloma had not enough rice to feed the people for his tahlil. And I idolize him so much. I remember like my college, I was in this Californian college, and like my write-up was about him. Even when my graduation, I dressed up in honor of him. I look up to him so much. And I tell myself that, what is it about him that I like? And I remember it's his body of work. When I die, I want people to remember me for the bodies of work that I've done. And it's still accessible out there for them to watch. If I just do passe content, social media content that's forgettable, it's not going to leave an imprint. So is it worth it financially and algorithm-wise? No. But for the artists that I am, and the P. Ramlee that I look up to, I hope one day when people see Nasi Kangkang, they remember, hey, wait, actually there's a video from this Singaporean idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for me, it's worth it. But I don't know. I don't frankly care if for everybody else it's worth it.
Janji, you can have a good night's sleep doing the work that you do. As an artist, like that is the most.
Yes, very hungry. Bills abaya, that kind.
But still can sleep lah.
Yeah, still can sleep. I have one more day before they cut off my line.
Okay.
Then cannot watch my own video.
You need to have that belief, right? You need to have that belief that, you know, if you continue to produce quality, that it'll eventually pay off. You know, even for me, you know, I can't do a shit show. You know, I gotta like put a certain level of quality and, you know, being able to deliver the best to the audience or to the paying audience, and, you know, we must show that extra effort to make sure people are entertained.
I got a anecdote right around here for you. It's a cool story. The thing is, with the internet, you never know who watch. Never know who watch. So, little short story. I auditioned for Crazy Rich Asians about in 2017. I don't know how many years ago that was. 2017, I auditioned for it. And I got a call back when John M. Chu came to Singapore, the director. So this was the last few rounds of like securing that role. I was auditioning for The Gay Cousin. And I don't know why, in my head, when I auditioned for it, I'm like, oh, it's Hollywood. Let's have to be regal, right? And I was performing it in a way I thought Hollywood was. And the guy, right, the John was so like adamant about letting me try it out, and I didn't get it. I didn't get why he wants me to perform out of this regalness that I was delivering. He even got Fiona Xie, who's one of the characters that got casted, to come and read with me. And I was watching her, and she's performing this camp version. In my head, I was like, "Girl, kau salah tau. It's Hollywood. Kau tak boleh camp." And later, when I watched the movie, then I understand. Oh, he wanted me to go camp, so it's fine. But it was when it was my last read. Because he was giving me notes, right? It was my last read that really like struck a chord with me. He said this. Look, I've seen your stuff. I know what you can do. Don't hold yourself back. Go for it. And I got even more scared because he had seen my stuff. I just thought that he saw my first audition and that was it. You don't realize that these Hollywood directors also have your YouTube channel at their expense to just go through. So for what you don't think you're investing in quality, you don't know who the hell lands on your page. So give it your best. Anyways, even if you have 5 cents, make that 5 cents look like $5, man.
5 ringgit. 5 ringgit.
I didn't want to go there, but thank you for taking the punchline.
Your 5 cents, my 5 cents, very different. Okay, so the next pre-written question. I'm going to purposely read it in the way it's written lah. Okay.
Okay. Please do.
So you just open a TikTok account. Are you gonna up? Are you gonna up the quality of production in TikTok, or do you have an affinity with YouTube?
Macam cikgu sekolah.
Whatever lah. He knows we're full of shit already. Who cares?
Jeez. Okay, so I got onto TikTok by, I wouldn't say accident, but by clientele needs. So there was this one client who adamantly wanted me to do a TikTok challenge, and I was like, you know what, fine, I'll do it. And so I didn't know how to use TikTok yet, and I was not knowing uploading the drafts online. And I didn't care because it was an unknown account. Literally, the user account was still user 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Macam, you know, the jin bertendang kind of like mantra. And what happened was, all those videos that I just uploaded went onto FYP, which I didn't know what it meant at that point of time. So on the same day, the client messaged me, Hirzi, can you put down the videos because it's going viral on TikTok? I can't catch a break, man.
Such a terrible problem to have, huh?
Yeah, and it was those, you know, those videos where I was just doing this to the camera. It was on FYP. Kids were going crazy because they said, "Oh my god, you all look really like Munah and Hirzi." Budak-budak sekarang is bodoh tau, actually. So
very stupid, yeah. Yeah.
And then when that channel took off, it didn't even take off. Like it's only like what 6,000 followers right now again. But like more and more, I started consuming TikTok, and I was just doing random trends and challenges. But now clients want me to have a TikTok, and I'm this oldie that's just disgruntled, but I understand the terrain. So I have one now in the event that clients want me to do work on it. But what I upload on it is so far, and what works so far is vintage Munah and Hirzi. So all those videos are gone, right? From like 10 years ago. So I just put little clips of it, and all these kids who grew up with it, like have an epiphany with it. So they get excited. They're like, oh my God, that's my childhood. So I think that's my strategy on TikTok. I'm just gonna upload vintage Munah and Hirzi and not stress about quality on TikTok. Have you seen everyone on TikTok?
Yeah,
I say that now, but give me 2 years.
You found the cheat code to not have to do work on TikTok. You just put your small clips on it. Yeah.
Legacy, man. Just snip, put. How you think Joanne Kam is doing it? She put all stuff onto YouTube.
I think Joanne's too old to even understand how it works.
Someone is doing it for her, right?
I confirm her daughter, confirm. She's got no. She cannot handle all that one. She's more auntie than me,
Hello,
So
Joanne.
I mean, even as an
Down
artist,
actually. For a show.
for a show.
Sorry. The Benzi Project, we hired Joanne.
Oh yeah, you guys did a thing together. Yeah.
We flew her down. She loved, she said, Hirzi, you are the best producer I've ever worked with. We settled her hotel. Hey, I'm feeling, I was like, I'm getting Joanne Kam. I got to treat her right. Windu, When you want to bring me next, Keren?
Soon lah. I really want the borders to open up so we can all. No, seriously, like I remember the last time you came and all that. Like the best part of doing all these shows is because we all get to hang out. I want that to happen.
For sure.
I'm like every time I talk to the Singaporean comics, all of them is like, we also cannot wait. I'm like, I also cannot wait. I just want to start doing nonsense.
Wait, I got an idea. It just hit me. What if we do a causeway show?
On the causeway?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And in the middle, we make it like a runway, 5-meter distancing from each comic. And then the one side is Malaysian audience, the other side is the Singapore. Rizal, we make this happen.
Bro, I mean,
don't we have that bridge that never finished? Then we can do it on that.
That bridge that never finished?
Yeah.
That one, the high speed railway.
No, the second causeway. We have a second causeway is halfway constructed because we couldn't.
Which half? The Malaysian half or the Singaporean half?
Singaporean half is obviously the one that's constructed.
Yeah, I was about to say so. Yeah. y'all did your job.
So Rizal, idea causeway comic Rizal, I hold you to it.
Okay, let's do it. Kalau Hirzi kata okay, aku okay je.
Oh, that'll be a very like punk rock show lah.
Punk rock show, right in the middle of nowhere. We stream it. We have a small audience. Then we stream everything.
Because the causeway is going to be jam anyway, so I don't think we're going to like add any issue to it.
Yeah. Okay.
See, now he's trying to find notes. Where are we?
Yeah. I know. That's why I'm just waiting for him to get to the note.
Both of you. Is it too much pressure? Because like if Hirzi, you've sort of like shunned Facebook. Macam tadi you tak nak kawan dengan Facebook. So you have you're active on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, of course. And then you have TikTok. Is it so much pressure for like, banyak sangat lah social media ni. Maybe I have to open my LinkedIn for corporate jobs as well, or how do you pick and choose, and how do you handle so many social media?
I think as an artist, you need to know your voice, and knowing your voice allow you to understand your crowd. So then you will understand, I am an Instagram crowd. Also, what kind of artist are you? Are you a content-based artist? Is it visual? Is it performance? Because if it's performance, maybe the algorithm would take off more on TikTok. For example, Faz uploads a lot of his stand-up on TikTok, and that takes off, and he gets a whole new demographic of audience as well. So it really depends on where your demographic is and what kind of content you do. Kalau you setakat model, Instagram, stay there. You go to TikTok, sure, you can grow, but it's actually...
So if you're very pretty, you go to... if you're old, you stay in Facebook. If you're very pretty,
Yes,
you should go
Rizal,
to
that's where you go.
Instagram.
Correct.
That's why this is on Facebook Live. and if you're talented, you go to TikTok.
OnlyFans.
TikTok.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, TikTok. Sorry.
If you're hungry, you go to OnlyFans.
Hungry. Yeah.
Hungry.
Correct. Not thirsty, hungry,
Hungry. If you hungrier, you become Grab delivery. Jadilah. Bendera putih.
Oh, okay. Actually, we've gone nearly 45 minutes, and we're supposed to end this at 10 o'clock. So let's do a wrap up. Yeah.
I got one more question that's not on the list that I wanted to ask Hirzi. Okay.
No, I'm not interested in MLM.
Oh, okay. Then I got so my second question then. So this one is performer to performer. Now that things have changed with COVID, right? We're all locked down, virus, people talking about the new normal, okay, which is basically going to be how we live our life. Okay.
Yeah.
So as a comedian now, would this new normal change your content? Would it change the type of things that you joke about, the way you approach comedy, what you want to make fun about, what you want to write? Will going forward now shift things for you? And what I mean by that is, we've all done the stuff before. We got the jokes, our style, our voice, and all that. Do you see things changing for you now? Is there a different approach to comedy you want to take?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, since the 2020s have turned a lot of things, I mean, even from like cancel culture to woke culture, that has pivoted a lot of how you can address punchlines. You got to be smart. You got to tiptoe around things. And I'm known for social satire, so it's where I feel most comfortable with my laughter and punchlines, you know. And I want to stay there. I want to be able to comment on these things. How to navigate that has changed for sure. And in terms of how COVID has changed the dynamic of comedy being consumed, I don't know yet. If I'm being frank with you, I have this ego of an artist where I say, no, I will wait for a show where I hear the roar of a crowd.
Same.
You know, shows are open now. Shows are open, but like people are separated. The crowd is sparse. You're not using the echoes of the spaces really well. You're not using the acoustics well, you know. You want to hear that raw. I just uploaded something on Instagram where it was a series of my show with LOL actually. And you hear the crowd raw. Nothing like that. You know it, Keren. And the ego in me says, one day, bro, one day again.
Yeah.
But who is to know that day might ever come even? Kan tiba emosi.
We don't know what things are going to look like moving forward. So I guess, would it be fair to say then that the challenge for us as performers is that fine line between you staying true to yourself versus you adapting?
Yeah, it's what is your true self? And maybe it's just an evolved version of you along with the times, you know.
I like that.
Things that were 10 years ago, right? If you watch, I don't think some of those stuff age well. If you watch then like funny gila, and now it's like, I don't think this will like age well now. I bet Hitler thought he was funny, you know.
Only him lah.
He probably thought he was funny. I'm actually a comedian, he tells people. He's LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
Tapi
age
punchline
well.
dia tak kena sia.
Mahajar dia. But I think as an artist, you just got to navigate your tone, your voice into the new accepted normal.
New accepted normal, yeah. It's a
and
mouthful,
it will evolve,
but it's
you
so
know.
true.
And it will continue to evolve. And I don't know. I will still defend free speech. I will still defend a comic's right to comment on things. You just gotta understand if his context and nuance are appropriate. There are some comics who obviously don't think, you know, they just think, funny, this is a tete joke. Number one, here are the rules, okay? Number one, if you want to do things that are bordering offensive, please be funny.
Yeah.
Please be funny. Let that punchline make me go. If I'm holding in a laughter, good, bro. Good. You did your job as a comic. Okay, get the check. Number two, if you can stand for what you say. You know, if I'm an Indian man making a joke about Malaysians, is there a dynamic play into my privilege and all that is understandable? If the comic can defend his offenses, good. And number three, hopefully, I'm not saying plant a purpose, but if it makes people think, it value adds your punchline.
Correct.
It can be offensive, but if after that it makes someone think, you have value added your job. Yeah. But first make them laugh.
Correct.
Make them laugh.
Absolutely. That is my one rule. Is like if you want to be offensive, make it funny. Because if you laugh at something, you have no right to be angry at it.
And people want to bring something back. If you can just give a thought, an idea, for them to bring back and actually apply in the real world after you've been to a theatre show, I think that is the best. People bring a little bit of education, a little bit of tolerance, a little bit of understanding diversity or any sort of things that you deliver on stage, and at the end there is a message or something for people to do.
Correct. Or at the very least, just DM the performers lah. Come on lah. Just
good job.
Come on lah.
Okay, thank you so much, brother. For coming on to this session for us. Before we wrap up, what's next for you? What's next for you? What's happening?
Apart from depression, I'm hoping to schedule anxiety also on Saturday. Yeah, but I think
self-loathing bila next one ke?
Actually, after this, I had a Zoom dengan dia.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm doing that. You pun self-loathing booked a session with you?
Earlier this week. Habis lah.
Easy there. Wow, very good her business. Very good.
Yeah. Value added.
Don't forget to rate it 5 stars. I don't want to answer that question, Rizal.
Too tough, eh?
If I have a plan also, the government will take away from me next week. Then how?
True. Penat.
You got live in Singapore before, no?
Plan something and then itu. But for all those of you who wants to buy a nasi kangkang t-shirt, you can go to Hirzi official and get a Munah and Hirzi nasi kangkang t-shirt on sale. Yeah.
Kau hebat engkau. That is research.
See, there you go. There.
Look at that.
Berapa ringgit? Mahal tak?
It is 33 Sing dollars, which is how much?
100 ringgit.
A house.
Okay lah, then tak apa lah. You just belikan I satu paket nasi lemak, okay je lah.
Can.
Alright. There you go. Jangan main with my nasi kangkang. That's how it goes.
But don't imagine me saying it. Imagine Munah saying it. Then you will buy.
Oh no, I think there's a huge section of the market who want to imagine you saying it also, bro.
Alif Shukri, is it?
Yeah.
Hey, I look like Alif Shukri more and more as I get older. If I start talking like this, people will think like I'm Alif Shukri.
Oh my god.
Aku penat tau. Aku penat.
Oh my god. That is what you should do, Hirzi.
We should do a show in Malaysia where I do Alif Shukri.
Yes, a parody of Alif Shukri should go viral.
Alif Shukri biography lah. Biopic.
I want to do one where I will also be Sajat. So.
Okay.
Well, I worked with him just a few months ago. So we did a show together, me and Dato' Seri Alif Shukri. So, if you guys want I want to put you and him together, why not, do something.
Yeah, I would love it.
Yeah, I think he would love it. He liked boys. Sorry, what did I say? Oh, we're supposed to end the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good luck, good luck, Rizal.
Good. On that tone, thank you so much, Hirzi, for joining us. Love you
Thank
so much.
you,
I miss
thank you.
And I can't wait to just be with you physically. So thank you.
Thank you guys.
In the
much.
biblical way, huh?
jaga diri di sana, you all, and
Yes,
keep
stay
the Sunny
safe.
alive. Keep the Sunny alive. Keep the Sunny alive. I believe it is so important. Y'all do your magic.
You also, and hopefully we'll all see each other again soon and do a stupid show that nobody cares about, and I go makan.
Yes. This Papa Rich, is it? Hey, Papa Rich closed down in Singapore,
Yeah,
No. You don't. We will take you to the proper food, bro. You don't worry about all this. You come here.
Oh, I go there. Okay.
You come here.
Yeah, take me away. I want my privilege. Bukan aku anak bumi, kau siapa?
Yeah, you are. You bumi,
Fun, right?
Malaysia. Pasal Malaysia bumi. Okay. All right. Good night. Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Ciao. See you, bro. Bye. Thank
See you,
you.
bro.
Wow, there was so much fun with Hirzi, And I
He's
miss
the best,
place
lah.
so
He's the
much,
best.
He's the best.
He's the best, lah.
Awesome guy. So talented. So controversial. I love him.
The controversy thing also is like, it's only controversial to the people who have a problem with it. You know what I mean? That's how controversy always is, right? So
I mean,
he's not saying anything wrong. Yeah.
Things that he does, if he is fully in Malaysia, I think too many people will get triggered. So he's safe in Singapore. Yeah.
True. Like this country has a long way to go in terms of like what is acceptable when it comes to performance and art and what you can say and what you can do. So I mean, it's nice to see one of us get to that height of like Hirzi and then still want to keep going some more and still want to keep fighting for it. Like it's very heartwarming to see. Like I love it when Asians when any of us just like do our own thing and then it's good. It's very happy to see that.
To really see us Asians, or even for me to see Malays, like really go out and go all out and express themselves. In terms of creativity and arts, is beautiful.
It gives you hope, lah.
Yeah, it gives you hope.
It gives you hope.
All right. On that note, let's end the show. And as usual,
Sure.
I have a few words to say to all the viewers out there. We are living in the COVID era. COVID is going to be here to stay. The ways of 2019 are gone, and we are headed into a new future and something totally different. And we'll be living with the COVID, and the virus will be with us for many, many years. So we just have to be with COVID-19, learn to live with it. So be grateful for these little things, the little things that make you happy. Be grateful for it. Live vigilantly to protect yourself and the people around you. True wealth is no longer money. True wealth is health. So keep your sunny side up. Keep yourself beautiful. Thank you so much for watching this, and take care of yourself. Good night.
Thank you, guys. Be safe.
Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Lihatlah